Hello everybody, my name is X-Factor, and if you're like me, you probably have this insatiable itch to get your hands on some heroes and villains in Star Wars Battlefront. Well, that's not going to be a problem because there's an actual game mode called Heroes vs. Villains, and we're going to break it all down for you guys, give you guys some tips and tricks. The first thing you need to know is how to win the game mode. Be the team with a hero or villain left standing. That's it. If you're the first hero or villain to die, or the second, that's not the end of the round. You actually come back as a rebel or a trooper, or if Leia or Palpatine's still standing, you actually get to be a bodyguard. And that means you have extra hit points, you have a rocket, and some other goodies that you can use on said heroes and villains. So it's a 3v3, and it's all about keeping one hero or one villain alive, and it's about knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And one thing you're going to notice they changed here is that's a cooldown. If you're in defensive stance, if you're Palpatine, you actually absorb the damage, but if you're Luke or Vader, you can reflect it onto the other players and do mass damage, just as you saw on that trooper. But there is a cooldown. You can only do it for so long before it goes on cooldown, and you get to do it again. The next thing you need to know is Palpatine and Leia can drop health, not just for themselves, but for the other heroes and villains, and it can be stolen by the other team. So why is that important? Because Leia has a disgusting knockback. That's one of her power-ups. That's the #1 slot on PC. It's a slow shot. It's a very strong shot, but it also gives insane knockback. And that's about the rate of fire for that. You're going to get a few shots off before it goes on cooldown again, and then back towards your normal blaster. And right there, that little red symbol is me dropping health. Now, Leia's pretty tanky. She gets bodyguards, which have all that extra hit points, and she also gets a shield. She can drop health, so it's all about kiting with Leia. The last thing you want to do is Boba to get too close and to cook you, like a nice Sunday barbecue. So use the shield, get in it, get out of it, make him chase through it. Remember, the only time you can do damage is if he's in the shield with you or on the same side of the wall with you. So make sure to kite away. And just like that, dropped health. Now, I have to be very careful because he could have stolen that as well. And there are several heroes with stuns and knockback. So you have to be very careful. And there you see me do the power-up with the knockback. And excuse the poor aim. We were playing on 50-inch TVs with some pretty massive input lag. And a flying Boba Fett is usually a dead Boba Fett. So as you can see on the top of the scoreboard, we have 2 heroes left and just Darth Vader. So there you're going to see me drop another heal. It's not the biggest thing, but it can be used for myself or my teammates, but it absolutely helps. Now, when you do die, you become a trooper or a rebel, and you want to equip your hand properly. More than likely, you're going to want an imploder, an impact nade, the barrage, a jetpack, so you can get into the action and get away. And you can't ignore the other troopers or rebels on the other team, because if your back is turned, they're absolutely going to rip you apart. And here comes good old Darth. In the bubble, going to hold my fire. There's the big stun shot, and as you can see, it just knocks him out of his jump. Down the ground, the next one kills him. So her blaster doesn't do a ton of damage until you power it up, but it is extremely effective on the troopers. So here you see Luke. His strength is his speed, his agility, and of course he does have a defensive stance, and just like that, I defend it, but I also take 12 damage, which is not good. So it's all about flanking and staying agile with Luke, knowing his charge ability can be used offensively and, of course, defensively. And there I get a couple good shots, and trying to use the Force on him, it is simply too far away. Jump and simply fail again. But more than likely, unless Palpatine drops a heal, he's going to die very, very quickly, whether it's from a hero or a rebel. And there you see me wounding another one, and I need to get out of dodge as I kill one of the villains. And then you see that little cooldown ring trying to use a defensive stance, and that was the lightsaber throw, and here comes another one. And I'm dead. What a throw by Level Cap. It's actually not the first time that he did that to me. We were playing some versus rounds earlier, and he got me as I was about to heal up to 100% with my hero, because there's actually another game mode. So here you see, I'm a bodyguard for Leia, because she's alive. You see there's the rocket launcher, and then there's another good toy. So when the round is over, these little mini rounds, it's randomized what hero or villain you're going to be. And here's my man, Han Solo. So you've got a rapid shot #2. You've got the charge, which is great to do damage. It's great to get out of town. The #3 is like a snipe shot, but due to all the input lag on this setup, it's really not going to be helpful one tip that I have for you is bind that to your mouse. You can go and bind that 3 key to something else and then bind that to your mouse, so you don't have to hold the 3 key on the keyboard, so you don't take away your ability to strafe and be agile on the battlefield. So here we go. Backs are turned, and that's where I want to do my damage. The one thing you want to do is not get too close, as my shoulder charge does a little bit of damage there on Palpatine, because he has chain lightning, which is area of effect. Basically, it will jump from one hero to another or one rebel to another. It's absolutely disgusting. So you have to be very, very, very careful, because he will nuke you down quickly. So backs are turned to me, do my charge, miss. There goes good old Darth, and just Boba is left. And there you see me missing yet again with the snipe shot. When it lands, it does absolute insane damage. So when you're on your home setup or home computer, if you've got somebody lined up, a villain or a stormtrooper, you will absolutely one-shot them and wreck them. But then again, Han does really good damage with his primary blaster as well. And there you see me trying to team up Boba, keeping the last hero alive, Leia, going. And that's the name of the game. If you're the last hero or villain alive, just kite. Just run away. Let your troopers or rebels do the damage. Remember, the name of the game is the last hero or villain standing wins. So if your team's got 2 heroes left, they've got 0 villains, it's done. If you got 1 hero left and they got 0 villains, it's done. If you're low health, go hide. And there you see me land one of the knockback shots, another knockback shot, a third, and then I missed the 4th one right there. But it does really, really good damage. And just like that, I can heal up, pop my shield, because obviously I'm the focus of what's going on. And there you see some health up there, more than likely that the Emperor dropped. And now he's coming in for revenge. The last thing you want to do is be close to the Emperor. He will wreck you. And he does have a charge. So if you're trying to create distance, it's very, very hard. Now, the one thing you can do when he does drop his health is stun him backwards as I die. But he didn't do so in that situation. Hit him a couple times, steal his health from him. It's on cooldown. He can't get more. And then you saw one of his bodyguards, one of his stormtroopers that had extra hit points and rockets and other goodies. So it's very important to know what you're up against. And if you get caught on your own, you're going to have a bad time. Now, Princess Leia is dead as well. That means I'm coming back as a normal rebel with my hand. So we've got Imploder, we've got Explosive Shot, and we've got the Jump Pack. And that right there was a bodyguard. Got him down to 55 health. But if that would have been a normal one, we'd have been all right. But again, those bodyguards, whether it's Emperor or Princess Leia's, have a ton of hit points. And here you see me absolutely eat a rocket from Boba Fett across the map. And I'm going to use my power-up out the gate. So this is a mini-game. It's the first to 5. And there you see me hitting Boba for 3 and missed the 4th. And he's already down to practically half health, and I healed all the way up as the Emperor and Boba Fett come in on Luke as he's playing some defense. Remember, that has a cooldown, so as long as you see the Emperor shooting out his lightning bolts, he is not defending. He is not eating those shots, and you can do damage to him, and obviously Boba has no defense ability. A shot is a shot, and there you see me kind of landing the knockback, but you have to be careful. There is no such thing as a collateral like other dice games. If you shoot your blaster in the back of a friendly, it stops the shot. If you hit an enemy, it will not do damage to the enemy behind it. So be careful when you place those power-up shots. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.